faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky, it's a bird.
It's a plane. It's Zeeverfett.
Hey, what's up everybody? It's Ryan again from Zeeverfett. I am back with another drawing stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, let me know what you think about the artwork. I appreciate everyone's feedback. Today I'm going to be drawing Batgirl. Sort of a cross from between the DC Comics Batgirl and also the upcoming movie that's going to be released from Warner Brothers. So anyway, I'm sort of plotting out where her body is, you know, and where it sort of lives, the space. I'm just drawing little circles, bubbles, just kind of getting an overall feel. I wanted a dynamic pose, something that would convey movement, and I wanted to just kind of try my hand at another female physique, if you will. So I drew a little batarang there, just kind of, if you didn't know it was Batgirl, now you know. Anyway, I have many drawing streams on this channel. If you are a fan of DC or just a fan of drawing in general or drawing comics, you know, check out the other stuff. Let me know what you think. I have time-lapsed this because it would drag on for a little bit, and I don't do live drawing streams anymore because, well, it just takes too long, and sometimes I don't get finished with the artwork, and a lot of people who do tune in want to see the completed work. So I figured, hey, you know, I'll save the live streams for other topics and other days. But anyway, so I put the ears on. Those look mighty fantastic. I figured they should be a little bit longer than Bruce's, and you know, yeah, there you go. And yes, it does sort of keep it in tie with the Leslie Grace Batgirl. You know, I'm not excited per se to see the Batgirl movie, but I'm interested to see what because I like Brendan Fraser, he's in it, and I like that sort of thing. So yeah, put the belts on there, sort of refining the pose, the muscles, the musculature. Generally, for a lot of female superheroes, I tend to not go overly muscular. I do like the sleekness, the acrobatic, sort of athletic. I want to say, I guess, physique when it comes to drawing superhero females. I take that layer and I lower the opacity, and then I'm gonna redraw over the sketch, just kind of give myself a place to live. So I did not do that for the hair. Generally, especially with female hair, I don't do a fantastic job. But I did take a pretty good stab at it, I think, today. I liked it. I hope you guys like it too when it appears on the screen. But anyway, yeah, so usually when I'm drawing, I start with the head. The head is the most important thing. That's the focal point. That's where everybody looks. And I go from there. And generally when I'm drawing, I'm sort of all over the place. I don't start from the top and work my way down or whatever. I might hop here and there or whatever. That's just kind of how I do things. But anyway, so I do this art in Photoshop, and it is that's my chosen medium. I think it's I've been working in it for years, and I'm very comfortable with it. There's some other software that I do want to try out that I've heard is pretty good, and I might do some drawing streams on that too, just in case I like it. I might try the free trial. But anyway, so yeah, I'm just sort of kind of putting this thing out there. Batgirl, I didn't go overly detailed with Batgirl, but I feel like in certain situations, especially for this one for me, less is more, and that's sort of the general rule that I go by. Less is more, and so I will go back and render, add the lines, add the shadows, things like that. But I might come back and do that in a separate video. This one is just the pose and what it could look like as a finished product. This one I will be handing off to somebody else for coloring, but I might take a stab at coloring this thing later on. And yes, I do try to keep my drawings clean. I try not to have too many lines, overlapping lines. I try not to make it too sketchy looking. I don't know. I have a problem with a lot of messiness. I like cleanliness. Cleanliness is next to godliness, I've heard. So, but yeah. So there's basically her torso. I'm working on her midsection. And again, this is just, an athletic body. I'm working on the little elbow right there, bicep, and yeah, so it's really good. And guys, if you want to see more, or if you have a suggestion on a character that you would like me to draw, sort of see it in my my style. Leave a suggestion. I'll have a look at it and see if it's something that I'd like to tackle. If it is, then fantastic. Let's go. So here I am connecting lines. Usually I like to keep everything in one continuous line. But for the purposes of this video and what I'm going to use Batgirl for, it's not really necessary that I do that. It's not really necessary to do that anyway. It's just something that I prefer, that I like to do, and that's on me. That's on me. And guys, if this is your first time here, check out the channel. Check out a lot of the other videos that we have on here. I do a lot of interaction with onlookers, YouTube fans, whatever you want to call yourselves at this moment. But we do. I do a lot of live streams. I do a lot of videos where I offer critique on different mediums that come out, whether it's Star Wars, DC, pop culture, anything. It's if it's worth a watch for me, I will have a look at it. I'm not one of those people that just consumes everything and then gives my commentary on everything. I only tend to watch what it really interests me, and if it interests me, hopefully it'll interest you. So here we are, working on the feet. That's a small foot. I'll come back and add a larger foot later, a larger shoe rather, but just working out, still working out some of the details. Rotate tool is really good in Photoshop, especially if you have a tablet that does not move. It's a desktop tablet. I do have another tablet that is it's a small tablet, but you can use your fingers to change the orientation. Also, because it's so small, you can just set it on your lap and just move the object around. So, but with this, the rotate tool is very useful. The little, what do you call those things? Bat fins? I don't know. On the gauntlet. But on this, I was looking at the Leslie Grace outfit, and she doesn't have those. I figured, I'm sorry, but if you're Batman, Batgirl, Batwoman, you need those things. That's sort of like a sort of standard issue. And here I am creating the hair. I'm inspired heavily by fire when I'm drawing this, because it's going to be fire when it's done. It's fire, which is one of my good buddies, ACS Universe. He always classifies things as fire when they are, when he thinks they're badass. And yeah, so I think it's pretty badass. Probably gonna erase a lot of that anyway. So, but yeah, no, this is sort of a, for me, or for the colorist, this is sort of just a placeholder. But I do get a little bit more detailed, but it's not to say that he needs to adhere or use any of it. So, like I said, typically I don't do hair, but it is something that I do recommend. That if you suck at something, as for in the art world or anything, you have a weakness, then that's what you want to focus on. That's what you want to do. You want to keep working with hands, feet, ears, hair, whatever it is that, as an artist sort of trips you up. You want to focus on that so that it's not a problem anymore. And as you can see at the end of this video, I did not master the hair. I did not conquer it, but I did give it my best attempt. So I'm proud of myself for that. Pat on the back. Fantastic. But it's not that bad. I mean, it looks like it's coming together. It's coming together. You can see that, right? Let me know in the comments below what you think of the hair. That's a barometer for me to let me know how many people actually got this far in the video. I think we're about halfway through. But yeah, definitely know, what do you think of the hair that I have created? Look at that. Look at that. It's like a flag. It's like a fire flag. And I cut it down a little bit because I was like, wait a minute. I don't think it goes up that high on the back of the cowl. But yeah, no, it looks pretty dope for me. It's an action pose, so fantastic. I think it's a wig anyway, no matter what Batgirl you are. But here I'm gonna block out the face. I'm gonna work out some of the detail. Give her some nostrils. Everybody needs nostrils. There's the top of the lip. It's one of the good things about when an arm or a leg or something obscures the face. You don't really need to get that detail. Just let the imagination of the viewer run that ship. Like, oh man, yeah, that's exactly like Leslie Grace. You got her chin. You nailed it. Look at that hair. That's high definition hair right there. Like I said, I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's horrible. I think it could use some work though. I think it could use some work. Let's see. I think I'm gonna refine the emblem on the chest, but I'm still working on the eyes. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, give her a little bit of a brow, frown brow. That's it's normal for the Bat family. Had that brow. And guys, again, if you like what you see, please subscribe. Become Patreon member. Follow me on Twitter, on Instagram, and I think I'm gonna move these things over to TikTok. I've heard that's the place to be for drawing, little drawing streams or videos, short videos. Oh, I'm drawing the little capsules on the belt. The belt is, I guess, inspired by the Michael Keaton belt for her film. So I'm just sort of adding those there again, just sort of paying homage to what we haven't seen yet. Hopefully it doesn't suck. I must say those capsules look pretty dope. They look realistic to me. And they're not even shaded. Look at that. It's masterful. Oh, and on the other side, yeah, they're on both sides of the belt. You can never have too many capsules. I wonder if at any time Batgirl or Batman ever use all their capsules on any occasion. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, more capsules. And again, I try to just make my lines, especially with the digital art. You can keep going until you get that line you want, you know. But you got to commit. You know, one of my other art buddies, Simon Blaze, who's got some good stuff. Go check his stuff out too. He's like, you know, hey, you just got to commit. You got to commit. And no bat belt is complete without a bat buckle. It's like a car seat. Anyway, I didn't want to get too detailed with this because that's not the focus. And I figured the capsules already they make the belt, so there you go. Look at that. That's a belt you could buy. That's a belt you could wear. There we go. I'm redoing the Batgirl symbol. Didn't quite like the way it looked earlier. I thought it protruded too much or showed too much. And I was like, wait a minute, it should be higher on the emblem should be higher on the chest. Now in Leslie Grace's Batgirl, she has a holster that attaches to her right thigh, and her little grappling hook is on that. So I'm gonna go ahead and draw the holster and the top part of the grappling hook. I didn't want to get too detailed because, again, you know, it doesn't really show that detailed of the prop. So I was like, well, you know, as long as it's on there, your brain can fill in the gaps. There we go. Here's the pad on the holster. There we go. Now, typically I would just draw the holster on like a separate layer, and that way, you know, I can, you know, do what I want, and then combine the layers and, you know, delete part of the leg and all that. But this, I was like, I was feeling pretty confident that I nailed it. Look at that. It's like, man, I'm going 3D on this one. This. Nope. There we go. There we go. Nope, no, I don't like that. Usually I'll rotate just to get that better, it's better lines. It's more comfortable that way. There we go. Just complete the holster, and then I think I'll move on. I think I'll move on to the leg, or the foot. The foot. There we go. Nice. Just adding some of the detail to the costume, just, you know, stitching lines and whatnot, just to make it look a little bit more interesting. That's pretty much it. I don't like I said, I'm not gonna add any shadows or detail or anything like that. This is just line art. That's all this is. But I mean, you know, hey, if you want to get into this kind of stuff, you got to be good at line art. So it's always good to keep practicing. Don't stop practicing. That's the other part of that cape. I'm starting to work on her little boots, little booties. Again, they're not too terribly detailed, but they're more detailed than they were. So I'm again happy with that. Oops. Here we go. And again, I want to start working with this foot. Because this foot's a little bit more in the foreground than the right foot. I do see that I'm gonna need to extend some pieces and parts of this boot. Just to kind of make it look a little bit more proportioned. Okay, so here we go. Just still kind of blocking that out. You can see it's got a little bit wider. And then I'll put the finishing touches, which is the laces. Now I started off with just sort of basic. I mean, at the end of the day, when I finished, what I finished with was basic, and I was like, oh no, that looks like crap. Let me go here and do one better. And again, I would have drawn all the way through and just erased what I didn't want, the excess and all that. But I was like, you know what? Who's really going to be paying attention to laces when you're looking at them? And then I decided, oh, you know what? Those laces at the top are not good. So I'm going to redo those. Because again, I was like, you know, how detailed do I want to make these boots? And at first I was like, not too terribly detailed. Just, again, I mean, that's the last area that anybody's really going to focus on or look at is her boots. And then after I make these other laces, I realized, you know what, that looks very flat. So yeah, I'm gonna continue on. Keep going, Ryan. Keep going. You're gonna find out this is a waste of time. I looked at it, I was like, wait a minute, that looks like shit. That doesn't look like there's any depth. It looks very flat. So I wanted to make it look like, you know, the top of the boot was sort of going down a little bit to where it's not completely straight. Because even though her, you know, in a kicking position like this, your foot is pointed, there's still a little bit of an arch, a little bit of an angle. Not a sharp angle, but I figured, you know, hey, these, and here I go thickening the boot a little bit. Oh yeah, like that. It's a little bit of an angle. So I was like, you know what, this looks a little bit better to me. And I like that a lot better. But yeah, if you can sort of, when you're drawing something, just make it to where it doesn't stick out. It's not as obvious. It's not an eyesore. That's where you're going. That's what you want. You don't want something to kind of stick out and make the viewer kind of like second guess, hey, you know, your decision as an artist. Like, what the hell did this person? What were they thinking when they drew this? This doesn't look accurate, right? This doesn't look. It just doesn't look good. So I think this looks a lot better than the way that it did before. And again, you know, if this was a finished piece, polished piece, or whatever, I probably would go back and do some more. But again, you know, when you're looking at this stuff, you're not really going to be focused on something like laces. You know, that's just and maybe the colors when he gets it, he's not going to. Oh, and I add the little eye slits here on the mask. So yeah, I mean, if you know, if your audience is not going to pick that apart, then it's not really worth it. It's good. It's good. Well, anyway, guys, this is going to do it for Batgirl. I think she looks pretty dope. And thanks for watching. And here she is. Hold on. I got a couple of things I got to fix up right here. But thanks for watching. Again, guys, leave any comments you have, any suggestions. If you're an artist and you have any questions, let me know, and I'll see if I can answer them for you. But yeah, so here to look at that line. Oh, it's beautiful. All right, so here it is. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like what you saw, check out our other videos and subscribe for more. Be sure to leave your comments and suggestions down below. Don't forget to check out our TeePublic and Teespring store. And a thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Your support is much appreciated. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. This is Zeeverfett, signing off.